Who are your mentors? You do have mentors, don't you? People you look up to, you learn from, people who give you recommendations about what you might want to do, actions you might want to take to improve your future. Your mentors should be people who succeeded in areas where you want to succeed. They've already been there. They've already done that. They say the best teacher is experience, but I don't really agree with that. I think an even better teacher is the experience of others. Someone who already has experience in doing the things that you want to do, getting to the goals and reaching the goals that you want to reach, that you want to achieve. They've already been there. They've already faced the obstacles along the way, and they figured out how to overcome those obstacles. So they can guide you on your path to face those obstacles when you encounter them, and they can let you know what they did to overcome those obstacles and how they continued on from those points. So you need to select your mentors wisely. Make sure that you follow mentors who know the path that you need to take to get to where you want to go. Those that have already been there. They've already succeeded. Study their experiences and learn how they overcame the problems that you're going to face on your way. So knowing how to solve those problems before you bump up against them makes your path a whole lot smoother. Much smoother than it would be if you try to tackle those obstacles without knowing what they're going to be before you get to them. Now, in my past, I've had a lot of mentors who shaped my future. In my adult life, there were people like Jay Abraham, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, Wayne Dyer. Following their experiences, learning from them helped me get along. Had not from them. But my father was my biggest influence.
He was the major influence on my attitude and my ethics. See, I watched him when I was young. I watched him come home from work. He'd go to work, and when he'd get home, he'd sit down at the kitchen table and he'd pull out his, he had correspondence courses. And he would sit there and he would study those courses every night. And he learned. And through those courses, he was able to improve his knowledge. And his field was in electronics. He was an electronics technician. And he worked for, well, one company he worked for was DuPont. He worked for a number of companies over the years, Magnavox, and others. But through these home correspondence courses and his nightly study, he improved his knowledge in electronics so that he constantly promoted, and he was constantly moving upward to higher positions. And I recall one time one of my aunts, an aunt and uncle were visiting us, and I recall my aunt asked Dad how it was that he made so much money. And Dad's response was, it's kind of strange, but the more I learn, the more money I make. And that has always stuck with me. It shaped my belief in
that in realizing that life is a constant education. Your education, your learning doesn't stop when you graduate high school or when you get your college diploma, but your education keeps going. And if you focus that education, you can create a really, really fine future for yourself. You know, Jim Rohn once said, a formal education will make you a living, but a self-education will make you a fortune. And it's what you learn on the side. It's what you learn during those nightly study sessions. The education that you choose for yourself, that you shape for yourself, that's what makes or breaks you as a success in your future. That's what really helps you get towards your goals. Well, Dad always had a can-do mentality. And he taught me that I can learn anything if I want to learn it. That's the stipulation, though. You can learn anything if you set your mind to it, but the requirement to make yourself able to the requirement that makes you able to set your mind to that learning is that you have to really want to learn that. If you don't want to learn it, you're not going to really bother. You might doubt, you might mess with it a little bit, might look at it, read some of it, but you're not going to complete that particular trend of education that because you just don't want to, you don't feel like it. So be careful how you choose your mentors. Choose them. Choose the ones that have traveled the path that you want to travel. Choose the ones that have already faced those obstacles that you're going to face. Choose the mentors that succeeded in doing what you want to do. They're the ones, those mentors, it's their guidance that shapes your future. Have a great day.